Hello, everyone. We're doing the same old, kinda right now. I haven't fully decided what kind of story game, first person, whatever game that I want to do next after finishing first person, third person, whatever, after finishing Silent Hill 2 and 3. And I don't really feel like doing Minecraft on stream right now. So, we're gonna be doing more Planet Coaster. At the time being, I didn't really feel like doing Spelunky today before, so we're just hopping right into this. Oh. Let's be lower down. Now, the reason why I separated the building for this one pillar is because I don't want the like default base height for that building that like all of this is in to be lower than the fence for easy placement of the fence. The Alpine Rock fit better into the... Almost. With the sand. You can mix and match, probably. I could put a fountain in this like little divot here. The menu loading time is really annoying. If I ever got a better PC, that's like definitely like probably a thing that I would notice the biggest difference in this game. Is like the game runs like otherwise like pretty smooth. If this has a snapping point to it, then that'll work as the like a really thin like still look like it like supplies the water to this fountain, because you can see the if the like water was really deep that you couldn't see the bottom. I don't care about details like this, but when you can see the bottom. Of a Yeah, that would be a bit too many. I don't absolutely feel the thing with the fountain effects. It's the scenery count obviously gets in. That's not a good thing necessarily. I feel like sort of the I don't know how to explain it, but like the post that the water's coming out of looks a bit too like wide. Um I might be fine with it though. I'll add a splash effect to this. It's way too big. Then this doesn't cover enough area. It looks like it splashes for the one that shoots vertically up, I guess, so it's fine, I think. But then I had a... No, that looks bad. If I had a water spout too, that looks... Yeah, no. It's a big... Might as well let this test. Even though I'm really sure that last time we played, I actually specifically said like, oh, like, no need for this to be testing all the time, but it's a bit easier to see the clearances if it's testing. I guess I was thinking about the sound or something that was bothering me at the time. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, that looks bit. I don't think we're editing that right anymore. Yeah, I think I kind of like mix all these three, just not like all right next to each other. Prop styles, I mean. Like a frustrated cat or something. Maybe I could put like water lilies in this corner. Maybe the water would realistically be a bit more still over there than over there. Maybe not as well. I don't know. Some leafage. But this tool. Just a bit though. Nascosto. I think I'll add like pillars or something to this roof situation. Maybe this evening. I think I just realized I don't think I centered the roof situation around the hole right. I think I lit it in one direction. Oh yeah, apps. I don't think I did. Although it was a bit harder to tell from there, actually. Pieces, I think, if I can. I'm trying to somehow like make as perfect measurement as like the system as I can, which is, you know, that music is too intense, I think, for the ride. Change it. I need some hot stuff, baby. I figured it out in this way, but not in this way. This piece wrap around the I think that item gonna wrap around well. Like if I lift it a bit, then it'll like perfectly sort of like wrap onto the mobile arm. Still a gap on that side. Versus a gap on that side. Okay. Maybe this evening. I feel like the roof doesn't look that realistic because there's like no proper metal supporting underneath, so I think I'm gonna try to add some in a symmetrical way. Although first I'll probably disable this. It's really distracting. For me. Your best. It's made of bargain. It's just what they do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk off. How do I get them to snap with this? Get those somehow like on the exact same spot on the other side, I'll be... Yeah. That's like what I want. Probably that kind of angle will like work out okay. trying to give the roof like a metal framing situation so that it looks like it can actually stay up in the shape that it is. Because if it's just like the roof with only a couple of wooden supports supporting the main thing and not like there's no kind of frame or anything realistic. Io senza te. Io senza te. The whole thing up a bit. It's the pipes. That looks like almost enough. Yeah, we have to. Not the other side of the main structural pillars. Honestly, we can put them pillars. They're not doing that. They're doing jack shit and they're just ugly. there's some lights pointing up at the main roads for sure. Is that why? Let your children play. Sweet Mammon. Again, this doesn't need to cost anything because it's a money-free park. Might want to change one of these out for like a drink stall because like I keep getting a notification about guests being thirsty, and I've only got water over there, water and soda. So I gotta keep the and the donuts seem to be more popular. Actually, well, they're actually the exact same popularity, but I'll rid of this one. What if I put bushes and stuff on top of the buildings as well here? Be insane. I think I like that for now, at least. I put like a jetty here as like part of some theming, and I put like a dirt path. Here. It's like theming. I'm sure there's like just a plain, simple boat here somewhere. Never boat. It should probably be a bit deeper in there. So. Nope. Nope. Some angle that like isn't good. Okay, hit the heads of the people going by, then bigger palm tree here on the beach. We need to remember not to place trees here or here because obviously that's where the ride swings. So only short bushes and like not so tall scenery stuff there. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I don't wanna lose you. Yeah. I got if I was truly. Cause your love is better. Any love I know, it's like thunder, lightning. Way you love me is frightening. You better not. I would, baby. No. All of a bush. If I use these bush elements, you can like embed them into the ground a bit more, make them look more spread out. It's not just like one bush, it's like bits of bushes around the place. Baby, oh, baby. Your loving touch cease to get in. Yeah, because that looks kind of weird without a tree of any sort there, but again, I can't really put one. I'll put like palms on the sides, I guess. See about the swing path of this. Oh yeah, no, this palm is still in the way. The other one isn't. But it's good anyway to put like a different thing on the other side than just the same. Yeah, put some kind of prop there. Say that you remember. I think in September. Maybe if I like embedded something big in the ground and like a at an angle, like a couple of these crates or something maybe. Like that or something. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, and then something over like here as like additional support. Say that you remember that thing in September. Would just like this well, like over here, be enough? I don't know, I feel like that kind of looks good. Say everybody out it is. Has been a sec since I saved, so it's a good time. Say that you remember dancing in September. I could add lights inside. I could also do it later. I don't have to do it now, obviously, but no. Wrong. This time. You go. And it's all around. Knocking out the sun. I don't know. I'll do lights later. This won't let me go. Ooh, your boy needs to piss. First piss of the stream. First piss stream of the Twitch stream. I think a good reason. Avanti, sofa fa fa. Sofa sofa mi, oh si mi mi mi. Sofa sofa mi, oh si mi mi mi. Could you just like go from between the plants into the water? Yeah, but why would you do that kind of thing? Avanti, so fa fa fa. Si mi mi mi. With palm trees or something in these areas here. Avanti, so fa fa fa. So fa mi, si mi mi mi. So fa fa fa. So mi. Yeah, so fa fa fa. So fa mi. He doesn't have a green shirt on, does he does. I don't want that at all. I think I'll get to. I might actually finally use these the glass lantern, whatever's. Actually, it might fit this theme. On inside, soul out there. I want to hear my prayer. I wish the scenery category thing didn't apply when looking at the plants, because I don't think any of them fit anything. Like any category. I'm gonna see if the glass orbs glow. Oh, I know they glow when you select them as a light piece, but I don't know if they glow in the netting. They don't. Good. Midnight shadows away. Why do they even come up to rights that are closed? I don't. Well, to be fair, in real life, you know, unless there's like an app or something, people will have to like walk up to the entrance of the right to check if it's open. So. It can night. In a blue sun. Bottom down, ba-bum, bum, bum. Lead come in every person. I might need more janitors. I'm gonna need to come up with creative like scenery pieces for this empty space and this empty space. The other side of the path, again, is similar to deal to the Apple coaster where I can't finish it off on this side until I decide what goes there. Oh. set a little pool of some sort, like over here or over there, and then I put something in it. I kind of still want to do that, but something else sunken in there. Okay, I'm not gonna do it because I don't know what to put in there. Each other. She. I don't know how I could possibly make it look more like a sort of like a result of a typhoon more than just like placing some miscellaneous like, bits that maybe look like they were once ship cargo around the place. As if like a typhoon has like washed it ashore. No, and typhoon in question being the ride. Yeah, other than that I don't really know what I could do, so I guess I'll do that question mark. Minhän häviää. Sky really sad. Let's continue the same scheme, basically. Bim bum. Boom, 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 boom. Ristin sieluna. Oman päänku. Järmsain valmeen. Mittas vihdoin naisen tiedon. I think that like amount of like spill over onto the path is fine. Right in my pocket. To show me one thing. I wanna know if I'm so sure. Oh, me. Who to what's the anyone who claims that I didn't control in my soul, touch the light. You fell for me. Why should it feel like that? Those don't look really haphazard. Like, okay, maybe if I add like a fallen barrel next to them, it'll like look like, okay, well, these are not originally supposed to be there, you know. Oh Jesus, what the fuck happened to the camera? Just resting on the barrels. It's fine, I think, maybe. And no, it doesn't. It looks weird. It looks like it's not enough of a resting. It looks like it would fall over. I can turn emotion on and off. I was Allah me was who was the boss. What up? Hooks in there. Now that, like, the right side of Typhoon's queue line and shit looks to be done. As I said earlier, the other side is gonna be figured out once I figure out what goes on like this side of the park, but that's something I don't know yet. I think I can open this. Gotta figure out the music sitch now. Back. Turn off the Donna Summer. It's playing stuff. No. This sounds like it might work. Whee! It's in the barrels and stuff. Oh yeah, I think I like this song for this ride. It's epic, but it's not too, like... I don't know how to describe it, but like, the previous one was a bit too, like, cinematic, I don't know, and also like a bit too negative sounding. Good point to save. The ride looks like this from the paths. Sure, it takes a while to accelerate, huh? This from around the sign. And then from like at the amphibian coaster, it looks like this. And you'll even go right past here. Coaster. That's an awesome sight, honestly. I was not sure when I started today's stream because this is all done today. I was not sure that I would like what I was doing with the like foliage and stuff around this ride, but I do like it actually. Bad girls, yeah. Do you want a guitar? I got a tree here actually. Who they all are. Like everybody else. Stop. now figure out what it's gonna look like at night. People piled up at the entrance again. I think if I place a light here that kind of points up diagonally, I can make a light that points at the arm when it's at full swing. Well, not at full swing, but it will like point at it when it's like coming down a bit. I could do those to color up the right a bit, like at night so it's more visible. But my next best option is floodlights, and they're like way too bright. On the other hand, they're like ridiculous. And I don't know what kind of lighting I'm gonna do for the path, because it has to also look good in the daytime. And then it also has to be theme appropriate. Like, for example, I could do Standing Torch if it was semi-realistic to put, like, just active fire around plants and stuff like this. But I don't want to do, like, one of these lampposts. I feel like the storm, if we're trying to do something that looks like, okay, like, this was a shipwreck incident, because typhoon, whatever, like, the car goes all around the place, then some manner of a storm lantern situation might work. I don't think that right would hit it if it's there yet. Down. Speed it up a little bit. Yeah, that's plenty of clearance there. Everybody's a little together. Can't live together. Just give up a bit of light. we could add more, but like not with that standard by just by copying this simple lamppost, but putting them around here somewhere, like on the closer to the platform, in slightly different form. Says that perhaps as part of this building. It would be kind of nice to have lighting around this, like this, and this side of the right platform as well. But where would you really put it when the right is swinging? Is this a similar shade of light? It is quite similar. I could like point it from the ceiling down. How did I do this? Oh, this way, I think. Yeah, okay. They stick up the top a little, but I can move them down. And that colors more of the platform, so I do like that solution, actually. Disco on the outskirts of Frisco. Who's in with my favorite gang? Oh, another instance of where cruising means very different things nowadays. So yeah, now the entire platform is lit in like the same color, even if it's not covered in these storm lanterns. Dance his moves will put you in a trance. Never leaves the disco alone. But not conceived as a man, he's complete. Please take me home. I kind of, again, like still wanna kind of add lighting to like when it swings up, that it would like lit up a little bit, but I don't know how, so I'll ignore it for now. Oh wow, he's the greatest dancer. just I can't continue this very far that way, but I'm just kind of placing stuff down already, so that's like a reminder that, hey, like, continue the same motive on the other side of the path as well when you can. Safe park. Should I finally tackle the amphibian tower situation? The amphibian tower situation is crazy. And by the situation, I mean that the current tower I have put up there is ugly, and I think that I should maybe do it in this style of the station building instead of the castle style that it currently is. Stretching my leggies. Ooh, sudden. Why am I tired? Water. And I'm wondering if should I make it a mountain instead of a tower actually? Basically lifting this up to check that the tower doesn't have anything else connected to it that I don't want to remove. Yeah, because everything, like all the supports, footers and stuff on the track are in the station, connected to the station building, so... Yeah, I'm just gonna remove the tower. Instead, I'll put some taller trees there so you can't see beyond this, and I'm gonna put a mountain up here. It's a bit jutting out here. On the backside as long as it blocks the view here. And put like a small cabin on the top of the mountain like here or like there or something, but Les amours. I want to keep the footers visible at least partly, so that like the supports aren't just digging into straight rock, you know. Dip, dip. Expire of like up here so that I can build a peak of a mountain there. I'm gonna like do the thing where we kind of like blend the terrain rock and then rock like props, so that we don't have to cover the whole thing in rock props, and which lowers the scenery count and overall performance, and also makes it look a bit more like a bit nicer actually, and a bit more complex. Because if it's all rock props, then you can sort of like it starts also looking a bit like what's the word, like homogenic, I guess. I think. I don't know if it's homogenic or homogenic, but a couple alpine style trees on here, like smaller ones. It's like, oh, it's tall. That tree over here or something. Ew. Bit of discoloration. Ha, ha, dance. Boogie Wonderland. I wonder if there's some kind of animatronic that like fits on a mountain like this. Oh, I could put a crow up here. I could put an Otha. Like probably a couple up just the one. Boogie Wonderland. Ha, ha. Ba-da-ba-dum. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. This isn't like not finished or anything, but this is already, I like this so much more than just like the weird castle tower that was at the top before. Like so infinitely more than that. I like this. Boogie Wonderland. Ha. Ever since seeing the meme of Boogie Wonderland with the turtle sex noises, I haven't been able to like hear anything else when I hear the song, unfortunately. Boogie Wonderland. Ha. Ha. Anywhere. We can like add some sort of landing situation here a little bit. Upgrade up a bit more there. Is there like, I have no idea what pack it would be in if for like a flag topper for the like top of the mountain. I have absolutely zero fucking clue what pack that would be in. And it might not even be in here, it might be in like building decorations. Flags. There's a whole thing for flags. thing is that these are all like hanging flags and like, or they're just like short ones, but I want one that's like, you know, like a small one that you like put on top of a like mountain. But I guess well, I guess the other choice is just putting up like a small cross, because that's something that people oftentimes do at the top of mountains for reasons I don't fully understand, but it's fine. Yep. And you get slightly wider views when it's not enclosed by a building, which is also good. I'll add a ambient speaker for like forest noises. Now let's take a breather to check what the ride is like now. Alright. Unfortunately, it's almost impossible to see anything because... Okay, this is better. Except we can see occasionally the face of the people behind the indoors of their head. I'm overall very happy with this coaster so far. It's obviously not done, there's a lot to do still, but this change from the shitty castle tower to this mountaintop, so good already. I love this. Just bordering, like from the outside it looks like kind of dumb because it's like a repetitive set of trees, but from the inside it doesn't look as repetitive because I've put other stuff in the way as well. And it's meant to just like make it so you don't really see the complete emptiness that is the outside of the bounds. Let me put some lighting in here. Area lighting. And perhaps a little smoke. light on this. Wait. That's better. Doesn't even really need to blend into the rock because it's not very visible, but I apparently want to do that anyway. Is that a good light color? Yeah, I'd say so. Like, cannot light the track up too much, but like have a couple lights that something. Those should not be right, really. They are a tiny bit. I'll hide the red light behind this one. Piece of rock. Also changing the ambiance speaker to not be the magical forest, because that sounds. I don't like the sparkly sounds. Bird sounds. Yep, that's a nice way of lighting it up. Recipe. Champagne. What part of this? I guess I could just keep dressing up this little stretch here, where it goes back over to later, or then I could work on this rest of the queue area and stuff. You could also get some flashing lights when it goes through the barn at night. That shine. Yep, it's fine. I'll just set the color soon. Just place these. The color should maybe just be this. Do I like that? Yeah, test it on right. Back with the train. Yeah, I think I like that. It's fine. Like, you're not really supposed to pay attention to it off-ride, so... Just some, like, extra detail on this little shack you go through, not like anything super, like, in-depth whatever, but just some extra detail so it, like, looks a bit more like an actual building and not just like an empty shack of whatever. We gonna groove tonight. Let us groove. Right. Let us groove. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. Is there another sleeping rat animatronic that I can put here? I think that one said it's sleeping rat too, so I imagine another. Yep. Just like a creature that you quickly like blast by, so you can't like pay too much attention to it to realize that it doesn't necessarily look like an amphibian creature. It's the namesake of the ride. Yeah, you blast past some scenery. It like seems like when you're doing this like side to side motion, it's almost like you're dodging. You're first dodging that, then you're dodging that, then you're dodging that. So it's like woo woo woo. Hello there. Woo woo woo. Groove tonight. I gotta use maybe for the shipwreck hull. Awesome. No, that looks bad. That looks weird. Alright. Server not being very like verbal, but I don't have that much to say today, and it's not like anybody else where. Now I need to find a tree that fits in this between these the drop and the left hill. I want it to be big but narrow, and I don't want it to just be the top part. That's also too tall. Bitter these days. Each tree, maybe if it like leans. Like if it's here, does it clear the? I think it clears the drop. Oh yeah, easily. What the hell? I keep overestimating the size of the vehicle. This side needs a bit more detail work. Exit spectator, right? He is. Big sip. There's some sick airtime on the back of the train there in that section. A lot like here too, probably. Yeah. But that's kind of like the point, that this is like a ride that has intensity and is family friendly, both. Ay, ay, ay. What's the name of this? Right, in all caps, there we go. I'm definitely gonna need to remember to place bathrooms at the other end of the park as well, so they're not all over there. Like the islands I have here and there, I could have one like a small one that's arc shaped like there, I think. Yeah. Oh. Bésame, bésame mucho. Bésame mucho. Sane mucho. Yep, that looks like a nice little island. Definitely like adding those islands helps fill this out way more. I can maybe add a tiny one there, but or there stuff.
Takes a pet, like no problem.
Let's see. Meowdy Bewitch, welcome in today, welcome. They do take a pet like no problem. Yeah, that's a lot. I am considering replacing that little fountain thing with one of those islands. It does not look that good. And I select like that thing and not the right or anything else. I'll just sure. Lifting stuff up further away is like really fantastic way to see like, okay, did I select something I wasn't supposed to? If you get around like this, then you'll see if your area selecting something for deletion, it's a good idea. Whatever, cover it in sand, my scarab. By my scarab, I mean me. I do love how you can, like, overlay, like, multiple layers of different, like, ground materials, like so. Actually, I'm putting it back so I can place these. This island, I could make it a bit less lush for contrast so they all don't all look the same. Safe and warm in a way. Is if fuck, that's the wrong lyric. God damn it. I think the train might clear this. Let's get the train. Now let's do a reverse POV of this train and then we'll find out. Oh yeah, I don't even see the tree. Okay, yeah, it easily clears it. What the hell? This is starting to come together quite well. Oh, stretchy my leggy. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll do this area now. For a bit more visual intrigue, I'm not gonna put the fence absolutely all around, just like where and I'll like put a bit less fence in parts, and then instead of like, you know, the full fence there, it's it'll be like taller rocks and bushes and stuff like that. That would also realistically make it pretty obvious that, like, hey, don't go there. Again. Okay. Damn, go. You know I'm able to keep doing this every minute. I know. The assumption is just that you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Oh, but I would. Bop. Baby, it's hot stuff, baby. Like, on that side, the fence is way more important because the track goes right below to ground level. On this side, there's the part where the track is like on ground, above ground is like it's like so far high up, and then the one that's like lower down is on water. So it's like obviously don't go there anyway, and if you do, then whatever happens, happens. I'm pretty sure I explained on some stream about how like there's a park in Germany I really like where you could theoretically, like, they have a fence around the coaster track, like in a part where it goes like low down above like above the ground, but then like a part where it goes like right to ground level to where you could step on it. That part is like above water. So the assumption is that like you're gonna know that you're not supposed to climb onto the track if it requires you to like also like wade across like ankle deep water. Even if that's not deep water, that's still like hey, like, you know, that's like very obviously don't go there, kind of. Don't even need fencing. This is kind of a similar situation. Some hot stuff, maybe bum ba bum bum. Ebola. Ebola. Some hot stuff, maybe this bush. Well, no, it's fine. I was gonna say that it reaches too far into the pathway, but no. these. Those of the palm variety, to be specific. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. This time it wasn't Boo. Meowdy Air, welcome in today, welcome, welcome.
Oh my. Oh my legs.
My legs. Big sip. You got it. I'm out of Wawa. Doing these last few seconds into auto-tune would be an experience. I would test that if I had the software, but I don't. Let's look at night. God, those lights are so fucking dim. Let's finish off this section. Love finishing this section right now. These boots are made for walking. It's just what they do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over. Never get burned. I just found me a bandy box of magic. Yeah. We had time to learn. I shoehorn it like a concrete there or something. Yeah, like that. Is there a smaller alocasia? There it is. Bum 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 ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Almost got jump scared by the sound effect of Typhoon over here. Nice zoom past it. For anybody who wasn't here earlier when I was working on Typhoon, if there is even anybody in the chat right now, I basically did all of the scenery work on this ride on this stream so far. I haven't done the other side of this path because as with just this shore in general, it depends on whatever I put here, which is possibly going to be a wooden roller coaster, but I don't. Everybody's complaining about every ride having a full queue so they can't start queuing for it. There's too many people here, and there's only 1.6k people. Oh yeah, my favorite change definitely during this stream is that I ditched the tower idea completely where I had a tower here, because I was considering rebuilding the tower in the style of the station, because it was in like a castle style, like the park entrance, but I didn't like how it looked at all, and instead I replaced it with like fake mountain peak kind of look. With multiple Othas just chilling. You can't tell me that's not like a perfect resemblance. Do I still want to put these little islands anywhere, really? I feel like, it kind of looks like it's a bit unbalanced on where they are. There's a lot, like, focused around here, but I don't really have the space to put them anywhere, like, where they aren't, really. At least without them connecting with the mainland, and I kind of want this to look like a... less like a bunch of rivers and more like a big lake with islands. Do I think I want to do, I did, I don't know if I said it out loud just like a couple minutes ago, but for this like, the end of the park here, I was considering that I might want to do a wooden coaster that covers most of this, and then there's still like maybe one more flat ride like over there or something. Would I like to have something like that here and Sarama and shit? Well, if I have the idea of putting it right here, then I might as well do that right now before I like finish like make any permanent decisions about ending the park on that side, on the like right here. Io senza te. Io. Maybe, but at least fit for sure. Mhm. Let's not have the clown music. How about that? While that's spinning over there, I'm gonna look at other options. That I could put in the same spot as this. I have used this in quite a few parks though. I feel like it's a bit too tall. There's plenty of tall rides in the park already, for the size of the park. The thing is, I like the idea of having this air balloon right here, but I feel like the whole tilt and swing out and spin thing is a bit too similar of a ride concept to Wave Hello. So, in that sense, I don't want to do it that, like, horribly strongly. This is too big. It would have to go like quite far out. It doesn't like fit here without changing the support structure manually of the temple coaster. I don't know how realistic it is to have like a park version of this specific ride type that's fully in the open. I might just not know of such examples, and that's why I'm hesitant about the idea, but like... Lightning, the way you love me is right. Good enough. I'm good, baby. I'm not saying that this is gonna be a permanent ride solution that I'm gonna put down, but okay, if you want to keep working here, lose the clown haircut. This is not a place for Tina Burner. Okay, my thing is that if the entrance is there, does it look too much like the entrance is for that coaster? I don't know. Well, I mean, I feel like it's pretty... Well, queue line does not necessarily need to be this long, so... No. Get a knock, knock, knock on wood. Boom, boom. Meowdy, welcome in today, welcome. I think this is a good ride to include, though. I feel like it's like family friendly, it's good balance to this one that I added over here. Tumbleweed or sandstorm. That's kind of a right name that I overuse kind of in this game, but none of you have to know that, so I am going to replace that path connection because I cannot stand up that guy having that fucking Tina Burner hair like wig going on. Colors. Well, actually, first let's get the colors. I feel like that already looks like a alright color scheme. I don't want all the rides here to like share too much of the same color scheme, but some consistency in areas at least is alright. I'm shortening the ride cycle by 1. Well, you can still see the ride over the wall. Just, I don't know. Said I remember dancing in September. Overplayed song of the decade. I wish I could somehow copy the chrome fence used around the ride, but I can't, so okay, I did use just these the castle turrets for the entrance of Lily Dance. I'll do it again here. The queue scenery rating is 100%, even though I actually haven't added any for this queue because there's so much scenery adjacent. And once again, lower the price to $0 because we don't have money in this scenario, so why charge the guests? Scenario. This is in a scenario. This is like a custom game. Also, this track gets really close here, so I'm gonna need to gonna need to put like high fencing or something on this side of the. Yeah. All metal fence. And it just won't let me go. Go right on living, but why? I just don't. Sad, sad season. Good love die. I'll do fence here if I can. Thank you for letting me do it. It's the There might already be force behind there, but we don't know. There might also just be coaster track. We don't know yet. Temple rubble pile. Something I'm gonna use here probably. I'm gonna continue temple coasters scenery stuff over here a little. Urethra. I was giving my kitty treats. When is this kitty getting treats? Huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna... Content packs adventure. Adventure. That was a pretty good guttural R. From yours truly. if I do say myself. I started playing, replaying Need for Speed Underground 2 off stream, because I'm not gonna force people to. Well, it's not forcing people, because you know, it's people's choice to watch my channel or not. But because people aren't that interested in it, I'm not gonna like do it again on stream because I don't really want to replay like the same game in a series necessarily on stream unless there's a ton of variety that can happen. In the replay versus the first play. That's not the case for Underground 2, but I just wanted to play it off stream. Like, play it anyway, so I'm doing it off stream when I can. And, like, one annoying thing that for some reason is happening is that, like, like, because there's, like, this, like, short, like, there's, like, this, like, SMS system that are like sometimes audio messages, but most of the time they're just like text in the game where you like drive around and you get hints that way and like that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, for some reason right now when I play it, like takes absolutely fucking forever to like load. Well, like it's not absolutely fucking forever, but it takes something like maybe 2 seconds to close each one of those hint windows, or like the SMS windows, and you might be like, hey, 2 seconds, that's not like a long time. It's not a long time, but it's supposed to be like instant, like snappy, and you're constantly opening those, like, they're not optional. You have like open those to like see how the game is progressing and stuff like that. So it's like really, really, really annoying if like, you have to deal with that. I'm still considering using a different view path type here. Shadows away. Any guests are trapped in the park. Who? Wait, who? Who and where? These people are just queuing. People are just queuing. No problems here. Problems here. People are exiting this ride fine. So where's the issue? Because the thing is that the people like who are actually like stuck in the park or lost in the park, they like jump up and down trying to like get your attention, which is kind of funny. But I do not see anybody doing that. Unless somebody is like... Hope nobody's lost in here. This is not the side mission I want to do right now. Girl littering in the big 2025. No, seriously, where the hell is... Many guests are trapped in the park. Where? I find their thoughts from stepped in sick queue for big. There's so many negative thoughts just because the queues were full, but like what am I gonna do about that? Just like force less people to come in? It's not okay, so the many guests are trapped in the park, but it's not enough guests that I could view like their thoughts in the thoughts window. Not to like suck my own dick here, but like this, all the things around the water are they do look awesome. Like everything here with the amphibian, like all of this looks awesome. The entrance gate, the little boardwalk area, all the little islands and stuff. The coaster itself, and Typhoon over there. No, but seriously, where are people lost? I don't see anything. Not that you're what I said. Not to suck. I said not to suck my own dick too much. So like, you know, not to pat myself on the back too much, but like more me to say. Yeah, I can't find the lost people. It told me like there's people lost in the park, but I have zero idea what like what's like who, like what the problem is. You see what the problem is? I'm also gonna limit the guests amount to 1,500 because this park is not big enough for the amount of guests in it right now, and people are getting annoyed about like lack of service and shit like that. That shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, I have not been able to find the lost guests. I don't know, maybe they figured their own way out somehow. Yeah, well, if you're capable of doing that, you're allowed to pat yourself on the back. I'm not anymore. I was once upon a time, but that's neither here nor there. If you're capable of doing that, you're allowed to pat yourself. Oh yeah, did you mean doing this, like doing doing good in Planet Coaster, or did you mean sucking my own dick? Because like I think I understood it as the latter, but then I was like, but wait, like maybe you're not being as mind in the gutter as I am. The second one, yes. Listen, my back was shorter. There was extra like loose cartilage because this growth. I don't know. The problem with making kind of like a sandy section is that you can't make it like just do the cop out of covering it in plants, because you know it's not supposed to be like lush. And not the place I buy perfumes from, but like the lush is in the adjective. So like, what do you fill the space with, you know? And make this a bit look less green. What if I made this little... Just a little bit of oider. Really need bathrooms on this side of the park. They're all at the entrance right now. Everybody's holding in their piss. Piss with a P. I can barely sit on the floor with my legs outstretched. I need to step on my flexibility game. I wish I could like pull back on my flexibility game, because I unfortunately my joints are so flexible that as if I haven't told this story before, I have once dislocated my knee while standing still because it was that floppy. So there's some kind of tree, Joshua tree, I think. Yeah, this like looks suitable for the dryness. Let's split the difference. I think the Joshua tree, I'm pretty sure IRL those are like from 3D dry climates. I just wish there was more than one shape of them, because for most of the trees there's at least two different like shapes of the same tree species, but not the Joshua tree for some reason. Even though it's labeled Joshua Tree 1, so maybe they intended on making another, but they did not. Right, again, I can't add too much before I, like, add the final. I think I should just, like, because, again, if I make this park, because whatever, you know, if I make a coaster be at the, like, be the end of the park here, it's probably going to be a pretty big one, and as a result, as a reslot, it's gonna be like it's gonna be pretty like high in scenery objects and stuff if it's gonna cover like more of this area. So I really should sort of like nip it in the bud and like not extend this park any further than that, because from the jump the idea of this park was to create a small park that I can start and end on stream, and that will run fine because it's not nearly as overbuilt as or like over expanded like Alaster World, which I fucking love Alaster World, and I wish I could work on it, but it's too big and makes PC too slow. I guess I could start figuring out like a building or something for the final coaster. I think, yeah. What materials? I don't want to like reuse materials necessarily. I haven't used the like rustic sandstone castle material yet. Have you ever played this game by creating a torture park? No. I guess it's not necessarily my vibe or something. I have to take into account the collision course of that. Right, actually, If I don't make this building any wider than the path there, then it won't collide at all. That's fair, just wanted to ask. Yeah, it's always fine to ask, obviously. Din, din, touch the light. And just because you fell for me, why should I feel uptight? Oh no, I'm so... Usually, what I do is I build a like coaster station first, and then I do whatever needs to be like done to connect the path. But here I'm gonna try to do this thing where you like put the coaster station according to the grid of the like an extant building. I was so right, I can turn emotion on and off. I only know this game from Let's Game It Out, who goes out of his way to play games as incorrectly as possible. Well, that is actually a pretty funny bit. Toilet. Another water stall, and we live in a dystopic society apparently where you can't just get free water, and hot dogs, I guess. Whenever he utters, "Is there a limit?" Oh, that's fun. Hold please. Computer fans everywhere rattle in abject war. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a going for the. Sad girl He's the kind of guy to create a stairway that takes an NPC literal in-game years to traverse just because he can. I think there's vaguely related. I think there's like there's a couple people who have tried to in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 to create well, not tried. They've successfully created coasters that take literal in real life years for it to go around or something. Such a plain looking wall for now, but I know that I'm gonna be adding detail and stuff, so I need to be forgiving a bit on myself. Beep, beep. Uh-huh. Coffee. The furry coffee stand. Look at that smug woman. Beep beep. Toot toot. Hey. Beep. Temporarily, we're putting global vertical snapping on because that allows us to at least place the height immediately correctly for the coaster station. Not as flat anywhere here, but making sure. I'm with you. I swear he just said hello, son of a sand at the beach. As they would say in JoJo. At least I think it was JoJo that's from. I don't actually know because I don't watch JoJo and I never have, but I had friends who did, so. Toot toot. Hey, beep beep. Well, the height is immediately correct thanks to global vertical snapping, but then I'll have to figure out the forward and back of the station. It doesn't actually look like the correct height necessarily, I don't know. Oh no, it is the correct height. Okay, that's... There, now the exit is linked to that. Station. What is station? Also, I shouldn't have connected it actually because it doesn't matter, I can just undo my progress, but because there's no reason to when I haven't figured out the placement of the station fully yet. We live together. Tell me why we live together. Everybody wants to live. We live together. Like halfway-ish through the wall. Oh, no, not that much. I wish I could snap coaster stations to buildings somehow, but no. It looks pretty equal. And the other dimension. Many guests are hungry. Okay, then fucking eat. There's like a billion restaurants now. Everybody wants to live together. I can't live together. I think that's in the grid as close as it can be pretty much now. Well... Is that link? No. Let's see if the exit links. I mean, clearly, like, the grid is otherwise almost correct, but... Like, the placement of the grid is almost correct, but the vertical snapping didn't actually do me any favors. Unfortunately, for some reason. So I think I'm gonna have to manually put it down a little bit. And also, just a insy bit to that direction, which I'm gonna have to place something down to, because it doesn't like start moving something until you like move it quite a lot, so you have to like, it's like hard to explain what I mean, but just trust me when I say it's fucked. Look out in the town. Oh wow, it's the greatest dancer. Oh wow, that I've ever seen. Do-do-do-do. Wait, do those connect? Like, does the game recognize them as connected? I don't think it does. I wish I could make this a square. I guess it can be round because there are like round pieces for this wall set, but it's not like perfect, whatever. Yeah, that one was easier to get nice looking. Now it looks like pretty horrible, being like really like early on in the stages of development. This whole shebang, but just need to like make the coaster. Lift section never hurt nobody. He's the greatest dancer. Oh wow, that I've ever seen. Once again, I should first engineer the coaster a little bit. No, that's a bit straight of me. Not in that sense, but like it's like straight of a angle, like a position. Will like end somewhere here, but obviously I can decide that later. For now, I'm thinking I want the chain lift to like face the park somehow, because I don't want the like coaster to like again like see outside the park, because this is gonna be the tallest one, and if it's gonna see outside the park, rather see that blank hill up there, the background of the park, than over there into the vast nothingness. Boogie Wonderland. And I'm